All right. I think we fixed the stream problem. Um, Theoretically, it'll actually show me as being not. There it is. All right. All right. I think we fixed the stream problem. Oh, holy crap. I got to stop that. All right. So there we go. So when we last left off before the stream crashed on me, we had discussed you guys had just been discussing what your objectives were as far as being on the station. And Ambrose basically said that his objectives were to stay alive and preferably keep everyone else alive, although whether or not that's actually true.
Captain's on his own. He came here with against Ambrose's advice.
I warned him. And Hage's objective is essentially to try to turn this into a Starfleet facility. Right?
Well, I mean, obviously that's a bit outside of the scope of our immediate mission.
Sure.
Immediate goal is to get control of the security of the station so that way to allow for a future Starfleet renovation.
Right. Okay. And that fits with Kaz's basic assumption as well. And I think that Mills and O'Connor, their objective is to not be killed by this giant robot. So
Pretty much.
Pretty good.
Mills's objective is to get everybody off of this station safely. O'Connor's objective is to play with the new shiny.
Also Ambrose's. Bring that thing aboard ship and let's play with it. So let's go back to we left the downstairs crew working on trying to figure out what they wanted to do next.
Yeah. So any ideas for getting control of the security of the station? Cass, Ambrose?
Well, it wouldn't let me as administrator appoint if I remember correctly, Celia, anybody as security that it wanted to insist on keeping control.
Correct, because I don't think it would even, didn't we suggest Eva and it said no, or did we only talk about it and decide that was a bad idea?
That was after we decided that Eva should have no part of this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So either we need some way to override its override of us, or we need to see if there is anyone who might be an acceptable security level administrator.
Or we simply break it mechanically, but that could be far more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, so the possibilities are we can convince the computer to allow us to position an administrator. We can try and reprogram the AI, which we're not sure if we'll be able to do, but it's a possibility. Or we can mechanically disable the AI's control over the security.
Right.
Now, the computer here, and remind me because it's been what does the computer here call itself? The administrator, the overseer,
the core.
The core. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was something more than that. Right. The computer here did not want to relinquish command of security to an organic. It might be more willing to do so to an inorganic. Is there any way? And we established last week that I've been keeping my eyes out for surveillance systems, and I haven't seen any.
Right.
Is there any way we may be able to fool the computer into thinking that some program you create, some automaton we create that is actually controlled by a person and not true AI? Could we?
What about the EMH? Because it's certainly got limits on damaging us.
It's less risk than our entire computer AI. That is very true. The
only issue with that is I think the core would easily be able to override the EMH, whereas Eva I think would have more defenses, seeing as how she's sentient. So I would trust.
Wait. We did not end up keeping a copy of alternate future Eva.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We don't want that in here either.
A mildly depressed ancient Eva. No, it's
Mildly depressed that's been abandoned by all of her humans will never leave.
I don't want to belittle the technology that our AI system is built upon, but I think the difference between our EMH or SSH and EVA is closer than the difference between EVA and the core.
Yeah.
If it can overpower one, I'm sure it can overpower the other.
Are we any worse off if it does accept the EMH and then overrides it? It's still in control. We haven't lost anything.
And we could always back up the holomatrix.
Yeah.
We wouldn't lose anything either.
All right. Yeah, we can.
I might suggest the SSH over the EMH, seeing as the SSH has security programs.
That is true.
Yep. Okay.
That would make it more likely for the computer to accept it too.
Shall we give it a try?
Let's give it a try.
We'd have to reestablish communication again, so I hope they didn't break whatever they broke back on the ship.
And let's beam over to the core itself, so that way we can talk to it face to face.
Sure.
okay. Back over.
Ambrose, real quick.
Yeah.
Ambrose to it's Kalstra, right? The chief.
Yes.
Mhm.
Ambrose to Kalstra. Is there any way that you could transmit a holomatrix signature via our narrowband signature? Will you need to reestablish more sophisticated means of communication with the station?
Jeff, would you be able to transmit the hologram over?
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
they did that on an episode of Voyager.
I would think, yeah, you could probably do that. You wouldn't be able to do it with Eva, but that's kind of the point. So
Yeah.
Yeah. We can rig up some kind of packet transceiver. Yeah, that's doable.
Very good. Make a backup of the SSH and be ready to transmit.
All right.
Back aboard the ship, you are doing that. So go ahead and give me a roll while
I would love to roleplay with the SSH, just telling him what his job is.
Sure.
Okay. Oh boy. I was not expecting this. I watched some Vulcan clips on YouTube, but I didn't watch any Doctor clips. Okay.
All right, listen up, Light Boy. You've got a job.
Light boy.
What would you prefer me to call you something else?
I need to remember what SSH stands for.
You are light, you are a boy, therefore I think it's apt.
I don't know what it stands for.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's in my notes here. I am referred to as the Security Services Hologram Mark I. Until in proper designation, a more colloquial designation is determined, that is my official designation.
All right, well, Mark, let's go ahead and outline what you're supposed to be doing. We're going to beam you over to a station. We're going to try to convince the captain's over there, and he's trying to convince them to bring you aboard as their head of security.
I'm a quartermaster aboard a starship,
Well,
not a soldier.
think of it as a quartermaster job. You're just keeping an eye on their gizmos for a little while. You just need to keep an eye on them. That's all we need from you. We're not setting off any wars here. Do you think you can manage that?
Very well.
All right. Well, this will hurt. And then he presses the button.
All right. Give me a roll.
Yep.
So the difficulty is going to be 3 to not corrupt any systems while you do it.
Sure. Just checking to see. I have nothing. Unless... Nah, that wouldn't work. Okay. I would like to use a momentum and can Tong assist.
Yeah, Tong will help. I don't think I have any focuses that really apply, but I can roll control and security again, right? Or engineering, I mean. Control and engineering?
Yeah.
1 dice, that's a 16 or below. That's
Ooh,
a 1.
yeah.
All right, that's 2 successes.
I got 2, so
Then that's 4. Perfect.
Okay. You managed to beam over the SSH, and I assume you're beaming everyone else over to the core as well.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and minimize Kostra. We've got this bald dude over here, who I need to resize a little bit, because he's taking up too much screen real estate. Resize. There we go. Are you beaming everyone back over, or are you leaving some of the team over to the other side to keep doing their thing?
yeah, I think just the 3 of us. Although maybe we'll take a how about we leave Mills and Chierka and we take O'Connor along with the 3 downstairs people.
Okay.
So O'Connor, Ambrose, Hage, and Cass.
Okay.
Sound good? All right.
Mills, take the remaining people here and get to a defensible location. We're going to be poking around in the security systems. Keep an eye on everything.
Yes, sir.
So you guys head to the core. It takes you just a couple minutes to get down there, and so the SSH is seeing this for the first time. The core.
Now, does this facility have holographic transmitters?
It actually does,
Okay.
and it seems to be that there are a lot of them.
All right, let's get this installed then.
Core, we've been thinking about your problems, and we want to get you up and running again. I think you are a marvelous piece of technology. Your black hole power system, mwah. But one thing we need to do in order to make sure that we can get this plan of action going, we need to make sure that the safety of our repair crews is guaranteed. So your administrator has proposed that we place a program of ours in charge of your security systems. And this would just be temporary while our people are aboard station. We'd like to submit an application on his behalf, and he would take over control of your security forces in the meantime, while we carry out the repairs.
There's a glitching sound as the face kind of turns a little bit towards you, towards the SSH. I mean, you wish this to interface to integrate with my interface.
It is a non-organic intelligence kit with experience in monitoring and tracking systems. It seems to meet parameters chosen by both you and by us.
Very well. Limited access shall be granted. To
What is
security.
involved in limited access?
You'll have access over primary locking systems and the Guardian program. Wait, sorry, the Sentinel program, not the Guardian program.
What access are you retaining?
I shall retain access to Guardians and Walker levels. You can have Walker level access, but I will retain access to Guardian level systems.
Guardian level systems entail what exactly?
Primary defensive systems for the station.
Purely external.
Internal systems as well. However, they are the Guardian level systems are for critical regions of the station only. You will have primary law enforcement control.
Which regions are critical?
she shows a list, and one of them is the core, the core, the power systems, or the main power system, I should say, and that's pretty much it.
So basically, the only thing we wouldn't be able to do is take the station completely offline.
Yes.
Okay.
You would also not have access to the what she refers to as the emitter system.
What's the emitter system?
The emitter system is what provides the atmosphere and visual interfaces on the primary habitat ring.
Visual. Can you show us one of these visual interfaces?
She brings up an image of pretty much the planet, like the planetary setting.
Oh, so we just wouldn't be able to control like what it's planting?
Basically, yeah. You wouldn't be able to do anything with like what is growing and what is living on the station. Any destruction of property could be considered an issue.
So don't walk on the grass.
Right. That also means if it controls the atmosphere, that at a point it could just turn off the atmosphere and suffocate us.
Except
exactly
that
what Ambrose just says.
Right.
Because Mills isn't here.
Yeah. The only issue you
Oh,
run
but
into.
O'Connor is.
Yeah. The only issue you would run into that is it would also probably cause the other life forms to die. Its primary mission is still to maintain the life forms that are over there.
Well, it's not my job, Captain, to analyze risk, but that seems like a pretty decent deal.
Yeah, even if it does stop the environmental systems in a station this large, it would take
Years.
years to completely vent. I don't think Starfleet is going to send anybody out here without a starship to back them up. So I that seems like a reasonable compromise. I'll look to the others. Do you agree? I value your opinions.
I think it's the best chance we have to accomplish your goal.
Looks to O'Connor.
I think it'll give us more time to study what they've done here and how they've done it.
All right. Well, then, computer, we accept your offer. Consider the application submitted.
Processing. Application can, and then about the part way through confirmed, the voice changes back to Eva. Confirmed, and then back. A few seconds later, the SSH, you experience what you can only describe as pain, as you are integrated into the system as with control. You are a limited AI, so you have limited reception and all that. But yes, you now have access to the Guardians and the Sentinels and the Walkers. Which
I think this is what a headache feels like.
This is what
I know I could ache.
This is what a Walker looks like. You now have access to what those are.
Okay.
SSH, please run a full diagnostic on yourself.
Diagnosing.
Actually, I'm going to have you give me a roll.
Mm-hmm.
So the SSH can give an insight and engineering roll. Difficulty is going to be 2.
Ooh, that's okay.
Difficulty, so difficulty be 1. I will add it. I will upgrade the threat to 1 because a diagnostic is easy.
All right, he's not terribly good at either of those.
Can the captain assist? Maybe
Probably not from this diagnostic. No, you would have, from a deeper level diagnostic, yes, but you have to be about station for that.
Okay.
Difficulty 2, normal complication range.
Yes.
Do we want to spend a momentum to get an extra die?
Yeah, I
Be a
think
good
so.
plan.
Yeah.
This could be important. All right, so 3 dice, and my target number is only 10. All right, let's see how it goes.
2.
I'm guessing computer
That's 2.
analysis systems wouldn't be able to, wouldn't be of any help. So I also would not be able to assist.
No.
Oh, I only got 2. And 2 was the target, right?
2 is the target, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you appear to be functioning correctly, although there is a new level of access that you have been granted to the systems, and it will take you some time to sort it out, to sort it fully out. But yes,
I appear to be processing under normal parameters. It will take some time to assimilate all of this new information.
I would imagine so. Very good, SSH. Thank you. Please inform us immediately if the Corps attempts to interfere with your own operations in any way.
I will hold it at bay and keep you apprised.
Nicely done.
Well, Core, seems like we've entered a beautiful symbiotic relationship. We'll take care of you. You'll take care of us.
There's no response.
Core? You there?
Your assessment is acceptable.
Core, could you explain the changes in your audio output recently?
There have been no recorded changes in audio output.
That's mildly spooky. Core, do you have means of running diagnostics on yourself?
The Core is able to run self-diagnostic.
Administrator Access, please run diagnostics on yourself and report directly.
Beginning diagnostic.
Lieutenant, you don't think that Eva felt the need to prove her point and infiltrated the Corps to prove us wrong?
I hadn't been speculating as to motives, but I had been wondering if the process had gone both ways. And while the Corps may be vastly more advanced, it's also possibly not in the best condition, and Eva certainly is.
Level 3 diagnostic complete. In Core's voice, which is clearly Starfleet term.
Yeah.
All systems appear to be, and then there's kind of a glitching sound, functioning correctly.
Is there any way that we can use the facilities in this chamber to run our own diagnostic?
Yeah, you probably could. You'd have to. It would take an extended task to be able to get in there and do the diagnostic, a full diagnostic. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Cass would really like to know what's going on.
Yeah, the captain will push up his sleeves. I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on this.
Let's dig in and see what we can find, sir.
Don't be shy, O'Connor. You're with us too.
Absolutely.
All right, you'll need. It's not super difficult. The difficulty is 2. It's going to be 3 magnitudes, and the work is going to be about 15. So.
Okay.
So I think Cass should do the lead role, and then the 2 of us assist.
She gets an extra 1d20 for computer expertise.
Nice.
And studious.
Can I assist with command? That way I can use my advisor talent. Since
Sure.
I'm leading,
Okay. Focus on computer systems. 3 dice good, or do we feel unlucky enough to spend a momentum?
I mean, I'm never opposed to spending momentum, so
Let's do it.
worst
Right.
case scenario, we end up rolling too well and get more momentum.
Yeah, we've got it. 5 successes.
Nice.
Yes. And
7.
I have a focus in team dynamics and computers. I'm assuming one of those counts.
I'm just not helping.
Ow, 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 ow.
I have decided to be Jack today.
Well, hold on. I've got advisor, which when you assist another character using the command discipline, the character being assisted may reroll 1d20.
Oh!
Yay! Reroll that mess. Try this again. Apparently doesn't want to roll on the thingy.
You can have multiple people assisting.
Kind of.
Okay.
For this task, it doesn't bother me. You're accessing multiple systems at once.
Well, wait, you said this was an extended task.
There
Does
we
that
go.
mean we each should be rolling our own thing? Or?
No, technically, for extended tasks, you really only get one roll per interval. So this would be everybody helping out on a single roll for the interval.
Gotcha.
Which is the reason I don't really mind that it's multiple people, because you're doing multiple things.
So that is a success. And my computer analysis systems, would that count here?
Yeah.
So that's 2 successes.
9.
Jesus. That's the best roll I've ever seen in this game.
So that's a success. You have momentum you can spend on the roll. The lead gets to make a work roll, which is rolling your skill in d6s, essentially.
Yeah. So +2, right? So it'd be 7d6. Is there a way to do that with this interface? It seems like it.
Yes.
Something.
So the way that you do it is, the way I do it anyways, is I just go to weapon and add the number into the weapon category. But you have to remember that I think that actually adds, to check for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I will take that.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay.
So it's 5 successes and 3 effects. That's on your work total. That's 5 to your work total. That's 1 magnitude.
1 breakthrough. Yeah.
Yep, breakthrough. Yep, and you have a shitload of momentum that you can spend. Each momentum can count as 1 additional work.
Do we have enough for a second breakthrough?
How many did you actually have? 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 9 total successes.
Difficulty is only 2, so yeah.
All right. And if you said the total we need is 3, so we could just hit that, can't we?
Yeah.
You would
Ta-da.
need 1 more, because you're getting 2 that way, right? So you're getting 5. You're getting 1 for the first 5. You're getting 1 for the for the 9. You would need 1 more.
We can
Okay.
spend another momentum to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll spend a momentum from the pool.
Okay. Wait, no, that still wouldn't give you that many, because you weren't over by 9. You were only over by 7.
Right.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. So we've got to do another. That used 1 interval. We carry over
Correct.
the
That's 1
second
interval. You'll have to do
Yeah.
another interval.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it took all 7 extra momentum to get those 2 extra work.
No, to get that gives
One
you
extra
that gives you
breakthrough.
that gives you 1 extra breakthrough. So it's actually 5. You're actually using it for 5.
So we spent 5 momentum.
Yeah, you spent 5 of the momentum. That leaves you with what? 3, 2,
2.
5, 6,
3.
7.
The 1 plus.
Yeah, it leaves you 2. It leaves you
Yeah,
2.
3 total.
3
Yeah.
total. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. Let's try that thing again. Focus. 4 dice.
Nuts.
5 successes.
I've got 1 as well, so 6.
All right.
And that will be go ahead and roll the work. I didn't apply resistance, but that's okay. I don't care. You
All
guys
right.
are, you
that
guys are going to
didn't-
get it now anyway, so that's fine.
All right. Roll did not work, clearly.
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Okay, thank you.
7.
Yeah.
So 7
7, yeah. Okay.
and 4 effects. So that is enough for a second thing. It's like of a third magnitude. Sorry, that'd be a third
So,
magnitude.
yeah. We did it, and we got a couple extra momentum.
Okay. I'm going to cut away real quick to without giving you the answers you want, because I make you wait. Cut over to the above ground crew, and give me just a second, as I'm actually in the process of uploading a photo to the game so I can have a picture of something. All right. So moving back to Mills and Elizabeth, and the remaining security team that is over on that side. You guys are moving around. You're checking out, scanning stuff, and you were heading for a more secure location, I suspect,
Yeah.
as you were informed to do so by the commander. In your strolling, in your moving around, you come across this.
Elizabeth will just be idly saying as they're walking, this place would be really nice if it weren't for the pools of blood.
Or the giant dead guy.
Are
Oh.
there birds?
There are birds.
There are birds. Okay.
birds.
Cool.
First body we found. It's remarkably well preserved.
Oh, it's also remarkably mechanical. Does it appear to have any organic at all to it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's actually basically, well, it's supposed to have skin stretched over the bone. Yeah, over the mechanical portions. That's supposed to be skin and teeth and stuff.
Okay.
When you say supposed to, is it supposed to resemble skin or teeth, or is it actually supposed to be skin?
It is from your readings actually skin.
Okay.
It is like dehydrated, like mummified skin.
Okay.
Does it read like some sort of odd organic AI hybrid, or like somebody took a robot and put some people skin on it?
No, it appears to be cybernetic in nature.
Okay.
Does it seem? Can I do a scan and determine if it is tied to the computer network?
Sure.
Okay. Sensors. That's 2 successes.
Okay. It is still receiving and sending signal to the station, to and from the station's network.
Okay. Can I try and connect my tricorder into it and see if I can get its last memories?
As you reach to do that, like physically connect it? Is that what you're trying to do? Or
if necessary.
okay. I say if you move to physically connect it, Mills will put her arm out and stop you.
Okay, she stops you. Just assume you're physically connecting because it's a better story.
I just want to take a look. I figure
the commander specifically said, "Do not touch anything."
Well, let me see if I can connect wirelessly.
Okay.
So, do you want me to roll for that, or?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll make the difficulty 1 higher since you were going to connect. Since mechanical connection is a more efficient.
Okay.
We're using the strictest definition of touch here.
I don't think I have any focuses that apply. I would like to use a momentum. 2 successes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and spend my threat from earlier because I can.
Sure.
As you connect to the tricorder overheats and the thing sits up and looks at you.
Whoa.
Commander,
Its mouth opens and begins making a horrible screeching noise that is clearly some kind of like mechanical glitch. It sounds like a computer getting stuck, like a modem that has gotten stuck. And by a modem, I mean like AOL is trying to log in and got stuck.
Mhm.
We are all old enough to know what you're talking about.
Yes. But the viewers may not all be.
right?
So that is going off and it is very, very loud.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do that.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Can I? I'll try and pick up the tricorder, and it's like hot to the touch, and I'll be like poking at it with my fingers as light as I can, and trying to undo what I did, turn it off. Or
Okay.
Mills to Commander.
You get
Ambrose here.
Yeah, you can hear that in the background.
What
we
is
found, well, sir, we found a cybernetic man who appeared dead but was still connected to the mainframe, and Chirka attempted to give some more information, and we woke it up. And now it seems angry or stuck. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's not moving, it's just screaming.
I already do both not to touch anything.
We technically follow your direction, sir.
I'll endeavor to be more specific in the future. Threat assessment.
Jeez.
What is it doing?
Screaming.
it's just being very loud right now.
Are there
I will-
any are there any defensive systems that seem to be sending any sort of like distress signal or trying to activate anything?
I'm actually turning to the now incorporated SSH and pretty much asking the same thing. SSH, are you seeing this on your end? What's going on?
Give me a roll for the SSH. It'll be insight and
Security?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Not Okay, sure.
Because you're just trying to, you're scanning for information.
Yeah.
So,
would this fall under? I mean, I have weapon maintenance and repair. Would this qualify enough as a weapon for?
it does not.
Okay. Then no focus, I believe. You said insight, security. That's an 11. Let's see what we got. That's
Nice.
2 successes.
Cool.
You do locate the device. It appears to be there's a unit designation. It's long and complicated. It appears to be suffering a primary systems malfunction. The unit was believed to be offline. You can shut it down if you need to.
Okay, yeah, he'll shut it down.
Right. Give me a control and security roll. Your difficulty is going to be 1, but I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 of these to increase the threat range.
Nuts.
Okay. You said difficulty 1.
Yeah, difficulty is 1.
Okay. I think I'm going to stick with 2 dice because I'm prone to rolling high if I try to get any more. But control and security I do have a 15 on, so should be okay. We'll see.
Okay.
2 successes.
So, as you guys are watching the thing, it begins to try to like get its feet underneath it, and then it just kind of powers off and face plants into the dirt.
See, the problem fixed itself.
Mills just kind of gives you a look.
Can I try again?
No.
Your tricorder is smoking.
Well, can I borrow your tricorder?
Absolutely not.
Do we want to cut away from this scene? I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I'm in the middle of trying to find the least sexualized picture of this actress as I can find, and it's very hard to do. That still shows the strikingness that I'm looking for.
Before we cut away, Ambrose will just calm back to Mills. Now that the unit is offline, should be little risk to examining it. Feel free to see what its purpose was.
Yes, sir. Mills hands over her tricorder. She starts to hand over her tricorder, and then just and scans it herself.
All right, give me a science roll.
Chiarika crosses her arms.
Lost my thing. No, this is gonna go poorly. Knows. That is my science roll. Yeah.
Oh, 0 successes. You determine that its function appears to be it is a cyborg of some kind.
Like,
Possibly a bird feeder from your last known encounter.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when you don't fill the bird feeder. She like kind of frustratingly taps the tricorder against her hand. Fine. Just holds it out to Chiarika. Doesn't even look at her. Just holds it out.
Look, if it screams again, I owe you an hour of holodeck time. I would like to use a momentum.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, so I'm assuming that's 3.
Yeah, if my focus of sensors applies, it is 3, and I also get a bonus momentum.
Sure. So you've got 4 questions. I will say that its default function is not apparent, although the designation, the tricorder, the tricorder, because of the universal translation you guys did earlier, gives you that it is direct resident interface. That is what it says. So beyond that, its function, you will have to ask questions. So you've got 4.
Can I tell what happened to it?
Nearest guess that you would probably have is that it ceased to have anyone to interact with and laid down.
Okay. Does it have any weapons of any kind built into it?
No.
I will bank the other 2. I can't think of anything else for that.
It doesn't have any weapons. Does it have communication capabilities with the security system, though?
At the moment, you can't. It doesn't appear.
Oh,
to,
right, 'cause it's disconnected.
We
because
know
it's
it's
been
tied in
disconnected.
with the wireless thing, so.
Right.
Yeah, it was definitely connected to the network before.
Mm.
So
Could we see if there is again, because it's offline, we probably can't tell. But can we see if its hardware supports, like an AI consciousness?
no, there's an organic brain,
Okay.
or at least there used to be an organic brain. It is definitely not there. It is there, but it is definitely like mummified and not functional.
To answer the question whether it could be brought back online, no.
Mechanically, yes, but intellectually, no.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it is definitely. It is a semi-organic.
Well, this seems pretty cut and dry. It was obviously put here to interface with the residents on behalf of the Corps. When the residents no longer existed, it had no reason to exist either.
Makes sense. I'll pass that information back to the commander.
Okay.
Tricorder, please.
Very good.
Here you go.
Thank you.
back aboard the ship. Hang on. We've got Tong and we've got Kostra, who are doing various things aboard ship. A few minutes after, well, I say that, what does Kostra drink?
Well, let's see. He's already, I guess he's back on the
Rum.
bridge.
Yeah, rum.
Back on the bridge, and he's like squirming in the chair. He does not like just sitting in the captain's chair at all. It's not his style. So he's, can we get an ETA on when they're coming back? I've got stuff I got to do.
Did we ever determine the integrity of Eva's program? Because I think that was their last
Oh yeah,
order.
that's something you guys were working on. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a Tong. Go ahead and give me a roll for that. You can
Tong.
lead on that since
Okay.
someone has to go back to the bridge.
Yeah, because last I knew, we were heading down to computers. I
Right.
don't know if that was to
No, you
handle
were
a
there.
problem we already.
You were doing the you were going to go down there
Countermanded,
to do
but-
the diagnostic, as I
Okay.
recall. So the diagnostic won't require any substantial. The difficulty is 0. So
Okay, cool.
um,
Tom can easily handle that then.
where is my?
God damn it, camera.
You can still roll if you want to generate some momentum, but it does open us up to complications.
It seems worth it.
Sure. I mean, yeah. You're supposed to roll whether it's difficulty 0 or not.
Yes.
So if you're assigning a difficulty to it, then it is a roll, and I will roll.
So are you? First of all, are you going to the main computer core, the library access, or the AI access control? Those are 3 different areas of the ship that you could try. Which system are you most interested in discovering is okay? They're all linked, but
So you said there's main computer core, library access, which seems to be her interface, and
the AI access control. There's an actual AI room,
okay.
like where her main interfaces are. Like not her main interfaces, but like where the hardware of the system actually
her
is.
Eva's distinct self, as opposed to the computer core, which is integrated but separate.
Right.
So we'd go to AI interface, or I'd go to AI interface.
Those purple things in there are all the biogel packs, because she is a biological / computer thing. Modern computer, modern post. What do they call them? Post Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your ship can get a cold when your cook brings on some mushrooms, kind of thing. Maximum complications. So give me an engineering difficulty 0, engineering and control, engineering reason, or engineering and insight. Any of those are fine.
Control engineering sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm going to stick with 2 dice.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
That is 4 successes.
Okay. Tong's got a 5. Got what? What specialty would you have?
Oh, wait.
Focus.
No, never mind. That is
Okay.
just 2 successes. I'm so used to applying focuses.
Should be 3.
Should be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because a 1 is an automatic
Right. So
critical,
you've got-
so it's 3. Yeah.
3 successes. That is maximum momentum. You can ask questions if you'd rather. So what you detect is that there is a partition that has been created in the AI access in the AI's core. I guess there's a partition that has been created that was not and should not be there. And the partition appears to contain an unknown program. The ship is not able to identify it, and at the moment, Eva is not able to assist you.
Okay, well that sounds like a problem. Tong is going to come back up to the bridge. Who Why can I never find? I can never find Kostra. Is he on our sheet?
Lieutenant Kostra.
Lieutenant
He's
Kostra.
up at the top.
Okay.
He is. He's at. He's in the command.
Oh, because
staff.
he's senior
Mhm.
staff. I see.
Yep.
Okay. Lieutenant, we seem to have a problem down here. There's a file I partitioned in AI access that isn't supposed to be there. I didn't put it there. I don't think I put it there. Eva doesn't know what it is, and it's not supposed to be there. I think we should get rid of it, if that's possible.
That
Probably.
could be. It could be a booby trap. See if you can put a partition around the partition to make sure nothing gets out.
Very well, sir. I'll see what I can do.
Secure it, basically.
Mhm.
All right. Give me another roll. This time the difficulty is going to be 2.
Okay.
But I am going to spend my 5 remaining to increase your
Gods.
complication range.
Okay. To what?
So it's normally 20. Adding 5 to 20 would make it. Oh, subtracting 5 from 20, I suppose, would make it what, 15?
Okay.
14? I think 14.
I don't think.
I think you can only
lower
go
it
down to-
below
yeah.
50. Yeah, I don't think you can lower it below 15. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, well, 15 it is.
Okay.
I'll keep 1.
Control and engineering again.
I would put you at 15 anyway.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, one would make it 19. 2 would
19.
make it 18.
18, 17, 16, 15.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Well, the number I need to roll under is 16. So how does that work?
You would succeed, but there'd be a complication.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it would be beneficial to take an extra dice, but I don't have any focuses, so I'd have to. I mean, it's my target is 16, so I have a better chance than not.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I'll just roll.
6% chance, something like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll just
5%
roll.
chance.
Complications are interesting anyway.
Sure.
Okay, that is 2 successes and a complication.
Sure. Okay. So you succeed in creating a security firewall around the partition, essentially. I don't know. We're using nerd jargon now. So yes, you create that. At which point, the ship's power goes
Oh.
off.
Whoa.
And we will jump back to the other side of the thing. Get you a chance to think about that one.
Do comms work when the power is off?
All systems are presently offline.
Okay, yeah, we can cut away as Tong is just like pounding on his chest, and it's just beep 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 beep.
So SSH Mark 1, you note that you no longer have any connection to the Europa.
Captain, all
Ooh.
contact with the USS Europa has been severed.
Core, are you responsible for this?
The core begins to shudder as it turns to look at you, kind of in that not enough frame rate kind of movement, and the eyes are rather than the stark blue they have been before, they are now a swirl of blue and purple. The core looks at you and says that our systems are no longer in contact with the Europa.
Did you do something to our ship before the connection was severed?
The sensors indicate, and then the Eva voice pops in, the Europa is unharmed, and then pops back to the other voice.
Administrator access. Core, please answer the captain's question correctly and accurately.
The core looks over at you, at the administrator. Lieutenant, please access visual. What did I call it? Interface earlier. forgot what I called. Oh, please access core interface, which is that front panel that you saw before. That one with the strange, weird blue eye thing. This thing.
Cass will do that.
As you access that, that face is erased, and a digitized version of this face appears.
Huh.
Lieutenant, I am no longer able to contact the Europa. The Corps was attempting to separate my programming from the AI systems. It was attempting to eliminate me.
Glad to see you're still with us, Eva.
Yeah. Do you know why?
I do not. My assumption is that the Europa systems are still functional, are more functional than the systems here, and it was attempting to find a way to integrate both systems.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Wonderful job in defending yourself, Eva. Congratulations. Is that the appearance you would like to have for yourself?
This is the interface that I found most direct. This is the interface the Corps found most direct.
I think we could save the makeover for later. Eva, can you reverse what was done to the Europa?
I do not have access to any of the Europa systems this time.
Well, I guess the Europa is going to have to fix themselves. Can you contain core in order to prevent it from doing any further actions against the Europa when it comes back online?
Without access to the Europa, I'm unable to do anything from that from that side. On this side, it has me well contained, but I am attempting to reestablish my connection.
Eva, last we played chess, what piece of yours took my king? Can she give the correct answer?
Yes, I was
Okay.
going to give one. It was some chess terminology, queen to,
Sure.
yeah, whatever, 4. It was the
Four.
rook.
Okay. How I'm sure I won't understand the answer to this question, but how were you able to overpower a system this advanced?
I have not overpowered it. I have simply evaded it.
Is there anything we can do with administrator access or otherwise to assist you here?
I am uncertain, but I can say that the system is attempting to activate the the Guardian protocols.
SSH, please shut down all security systems.
I can comply, Lieutenant. However, if the system retains its security command options and we negate ours, we will be at a tactical disadvantage.
That's true.
I could attempt to mobilize these Walker units in a defensible location.
I suppose the question is, does the Corps maintain some sort of backup override system that would allow it to essentially fire you and retake control?
Well, we don't
I guess it
know,
wouldn't
but we
matter.
do know that the Guardian systems operate here in the core.
If our fledgling starship can evade access from this core, the foremost expert of the Europa's weapons and maintenance systems can surely do the same.
Well, right now I'm most concerned about it activating its defense systems and frying us where we stand. Is it possible to bring the walkers and the sentinels down to the core, ESH?
Accessing?
No, there are no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, they're not even on this ring.
Now Ambrose has in the previous episode, been keeping an eye out for internal defense systems, and so far, you said we haven't seen any.
Correct.
Mhm.
There are no like emitters of blasters or anything like that on in the level
Okay.
that you have seen.
Eva, can you tell us where the bulk of Core's processing units are? Are they here in this room?
They're in the out. They are spread spread throughout the outer ring.
Okay. I want you to look for some kind of choke point that we can use to turn them all off, or at least as many as possible.
I will see what I can do, but it may take some time. She is very advanced.
Okay. Eva, are you able to put us in verbal contact with the Core once again?
You may use the primary interface, which is the face thing over there.
Sure. Jorad will walk over and he'll put on his stern, dead face.
His Tom
That
Hanks
robot.
face.
Mhm, mhm. Core, I hear tell you're activating security systems. I thought we had some kind of accord. We were just beginning to build trust.
Your system has infiltrated my processing units. You are attacking my systems.
From what I hear, you've infiltrated our ship systems as well. That's hardly hospitable.
Our connection to the Europa, or to your ship, she doesn't say the Europa, our connection to your ship was unintentional.
Well, we're willing to let bygones be bygones, but you need to stand down. If you stand down, we'll stand down, and we can continue with a productive relationship.
At this time, we are not able to disconnect ourselves from the Europa. Your system will be overwritten. It is the only way.
And I'm very sorry to hear that, Core. And then Jorad will look for any way to manually turn off the AI.
Which is when Ambrose, cocks the plasma rifle or the phaser rifle and just points it at the console.
Okay.
I don't fire.
Okay.
But that's my way of turning it off.
Right.
Which is completely ridiculous. Shooting the keyboard would not take off the computer system, but it works in Star Trek.
It sometimes works in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Although clearly this is a face that's attached to a bunch of wires, so it might not in this case.
I would like to shoot this space station in the face. Sure,
Whilst
that's
you
a
are
sentence
doing-
that Ambrose has always wanted to use.
Whilst you are doing that, and the captain is looking for a way to manually shut things down, back upon the surface. Nope, that's not the surface. These two are on the surface. What are you guys doing? You've seen that thing. You've left that thing alone, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Um,
We are continuing on to a defensible position.
okay.
Sorry, you said that the SSH has command over the Sentinels, right?
Sentinels and walkers, yes.
Yeah. Can I jump into that Sentinel?
Yeah, they've left that behind, but yes.
I mean, how far have they gotten at this point?
An undetermined amount of time.
Okay, sure.
So,
If it would be possible for the Sentinel to move to whatever location that they find defensible.
sure. They have not found one yet, but yes, we will. I get where you're going with that.
I'll save
It's
that
possible.
option for when it comes up. I
Right.
misunderstood the situation.
Yep. No, I got you. I got where you're going for though. So, as you were walking, you were coming into what is a kind of a boggy area. You've picked up what appears to be on your tricorders. You've picked up what appears to be an energy source. Low energy. Also, you're picking up what seems like carbon-based thermal energy. So a fire.
Mhm.
The layout that you're checking on the tricorder appears to be almost like a village, like a camp, like an encampment. And so you're heading that direction to see what that is and to whatnot. As you get closer, you're walking through this like ankle deep, slushy kind of marsh. You guys can have your conversation there before I jump into what's going to happen next. If you guys want to talk about that. If you have anything.
This was not what I expected from a space station. Mills
So-
looks a little frustrated and kind of put out as she almost loses a boot to the muck.
I guess space stations come in soggy varieties as well.
Apparently. Continuing to scan, there's no bio of any sort, or just no people-y bio.
No human biology.
Okay.
You can recalibrate for wildlife if you wanted. There was definitely flora.
Right.
You had not been detecting fauna earlier, although you are now detecting some forms of fauna, like light birds and fish and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna recalibrate for animal life, so we can find the crocodile before it finds us.
Sure, yeah.
I'd like to not get death rolled today.
Cybercroc.
As you're looking down at your tricorder and setting the settings, there is well, that's not really a good time to do it, unfortunately. So you get the thing recalibrated, and you are not detecting any like larger fauna. It's mostly lower organisms, frogs and fish, and like that sort of caliber of critter.
Okay.
Nothing on the order of like even wolves or deer or anything that large. So as you continue making your way through, you're sloshing through the gushy, bog. When out of the corner of your eye you see something move, and I don't really have a good way. I was hoping to introduce this with a cool sentence, but it didn't happen. So this is standing off to the side of where you are, and we're gonna go ahead and end right there.
Okay.
It is not wearing a Jurassic Park cape. But I couldn't find another one.
All right then.
So, on that note, I don't have my questions up. So, what moment stands out most to you this evening?
The Core and Eva's battle of wills.
Yeah.
Anybody else got one?
I liked Mills and Yesbeth's tete-a-tete. I thought that was really
That
fun.
was fun.
Right. Who best embodied their character tonight? I thought Hayes did a good job. I was really a fan of the way there was some command there, but it was still allowing his crew to do what they needed to do.
And terrific on the diplomatic captain interacting with the AI. I thought that was some really, really good beats.
I liked the captain jumping in the couple of times that Mills had radioed the commander to ask a question or ask for a directive. The captain just like jumping in.
Yeah.
Ambrose will remember this.
It's very hands-on. But I really liked Ambrose. He wasn't. I was worried he might be more paranoid this session based on some of the conversation we've had. But I thought you did like a really good balance of the two.
Oh, we're beyond paranoid at this point. Shit has hit the fan, and I am waiting for it to happen.
Sure, but you haven't been acting paranoid in an obnoxious way. And
Right.
Yeah.
I gotcha. What did you or your character learn today? Nobody?
We need to figure out who a third in command is. I just don't think
Cass
it's
is third in
great.
command.
It is Cass, yeah. So we brought the entire command staff.
Yes.
You're number
you need to
three
figure out
is
who
the
fourth
Point it
and
out.
you need
Right.
to figure out who fourth and fifth in command are.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Cass did not have the chance to learn more about the AI that she wanted to.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think Hage is right there with Cass. I think he's very disappointed that this did not work out better. I think he's still hoping that he can turn the computer around.
Yeah, Ambrose is just preparing his "I told you so" speech.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, you're all wrong about everything. All right, anybody else got anything for that? Or good idea, bad idea?
This entire mission.
Mm-hmm.
The partitioning was
Yeah.
a good idea about it. It was a good idea.
Mhm.
It didn't go the way we wanted it to.
Right.
So
I like succeeding with complications. They're fun.
yeah.
And so far, the SSH seems like a good idea so far.
Yeah, that did work out surprisingly well.
Yeah, I knowing that the SSH will be a part of this, I want to look into his character a bit more.
Mhm.
I feel like I got the personality that first like little interaction we had with was it Mills? I don't remember.
I think
No, with Define.
With Define, yeah, but the same snarkiness wasn't coming to me today. But I
Yeah.
think he is more in the level-headed by the book mindset now that he's been promoted to field officer, basically.
it's fun too because it really was a kind of a last second. It was a hey, we can actually do that, and
Mhm.
we haven't seen that character since the first
Yeah.
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, what did you see from another character or player that you would like to see more of in the future?
I thought it was great seeing Kostra, and I would love to see more Kostra.
Agreed. Until last session, I'd kind of forgotten he existed.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I have his image in my folder. I see it every day, and I still forget he's there.
I think we'll be seeing a lot more Costra of it eventually.
Well, if we continue to bring the entire bridge crew on our away missions.
I'm saying mostly because everybody in the station's going to die, and
I want to know where Tong is in the command succession. That's what I wanna
Yeah.
know. Who do I have to get off the ship to have Tong in command?
Well,
'Cause
we
I'm
did
gonna
have
do it.
one ensign in the big chair, so
Yeah.
apparently he's
Yeah.
not far down the line.
An ensign with an ensign engineer from the transporter room. You're in charge. Go. I will make this a reality.
Oh no.
Hey, even Geordi got to command once.
Yes, but Geordi was a lieutenant when he did that. He was not an ensign.
Well, maybe he'll get a promotion soon. If you could change one thing about this session, what would it be?
I think I would have stopped Yesbeth from scanning the angry, sad cyborg.
But that turned out okay. All things
Yeah.
considered.
Yeah, that led to a really good scene.
I think we did all right with what we had. So
Yeah,
My-
I ask a lot of questions that are simply for curiosity and building the picture, but it may not
Sure.
be completely story relevant. And if we're only doing episodes of this length, I may endeavor to.
Cut back on him.
Yeah,
I think they've been
because
good.
we're not really. I feel like we just got started.
Oh, we've been playing for what, 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Started at
some of
7:30.
that was because we had a break with the thing, and I would have
Right.
gone later for this one, but I don't want to. I didn't have anywhere to. I wanted to get the drops in there for the things that we did, and then leave on something of a
Sure.
reveal.
Right.
But there was more to go. Like we could certainly have gone farther.
I was expecting Ambrose to be able to shoot things today.
Oh yeah. I don't know when you're going to shoot stuff, but I'm sure stuff will get shot.
Sure.
Um,
I mean, that's kind of worst case scenario, but I mean, we've thrown all caution to the wind at this point, so might as well lean into it.
right.
I think next time Ambrose we should figure out a way to get Ambrose out with the others. because I think he's more dynamic in that scene than this scene in the core.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Ambrose is not leaving the captain undefended.
Right.
Well, you switch him for the two red shirts that you had.
I don't think that is even a fair trade. I don't think since Hage made such a point that he is going to inconvenience everybody for being on this mission, Ambrose is stapled to his side.
I think
That's
you'd have more fun if you went out there.
It would be a more enjoyable play experience for me, but Ambrose is not going to do it.
Right.
Okay.
Might
I
be
think
a
they'll do it.
might be a conversation to have in game later.
Sure.
I think that could
Yeah.
be an interesting.
I mean, that,
you
that
know
would
what,
be
Commander?
yet another direct order that I will be relaying my
displeasure.
displeasure back to Starfleet Command about.
I
We
can
got
do-
a building list at this point on this mission.
I can do that. Remind me. I'll have Hage order him off because I think narratively that's just a more dramatic scene,
hmm
and two, he's not doing anything in this
That's
scene.
true.
Let's get him doing something.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm happy.
And when Hage gets killed by murderous robots, I can say I told you so at his funeral.
Not saying it's out of the realm of possibility.
The only other thing I want to mention is this is more apprehension than thing I would want to change, but I am a smidge worried that it's going that the climax of this story is going to come down to Eva versus Core, and I would
It will
like
not
to
be that. It will
Okay,
not be that.
I just want to make sure our characters are
Yeah, nope.
playing a crucial role there.
It will not be that. She is actually not. You will have to do something to. She's becoming a damsel in distress. So
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm really
That'd be great for Cass.
I have all kinds of feels and worries about how Eva managed to pull this off.
right. Yeah. No. She is definitely. The reason I wanted to put a face to the character finally was I think it makes it easier to relate. And it will make it more challenging to not try to save her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
And it might generate some of the tension between Cass and Ambrose that really hasn't been there all along because they've been
Mhm.
pretty well on the same page.
So if we disable Core, would that kill Ava?
have to find out, won't we?
Yeah. That's definitely something worth looking at.
Yep. All right. Has anybody else got anything?
Not here. That was cool.
Awesome.
Oh, dude.
It's sleepy times.
And on that note, we'll go ahead and end the roll the end credits.